Hi everybody, you're just joining me. I'm at a 25 cent, 50 cent table, and I'm facing Porcupine here, and I've got a 3-6 full house. And he's going away. Well, welcome to the stream everybody. Glad you could make it back. Hope things are going well for you today. I'll bring up the chat and get everybody. This is going to be an easy fold here. This is 25 cent 50. I'm sitting with $50. I had a 3-6 the first hand. This is going to be an open mic session, so in a minute or so, if you want to come into Skype, I'll get the first person in, and then just let me know if you want to come in, and we'll get you into the session as well, and you can give us your views on things. Thanks for Rob Gag on that first session. Things went well there, enjoyed it. Got pocket tens on the button, so decent cards. Some of you put it in as a group 1 hand. Some of you just drop it down to group 2. I like to see it as a group 2. I think Skalansky has ace, ace, king, king, queen, queen, jack, jack, ace, king suited, and 10, 10 in the group 1. I like to put it as group 2. Now, Porcupine is very loose. I am just going to flat here because I want to see the flop. Porcupine could be playing with any ace, any king. Normally I would raise 3 times Porcupine's bet here. Now we got a big bet here and he's all in and she's all in. Now, I want to see the flop. So, I'm going to call here. Not a good flop for me with the ace, as I stated. Queen is not any help either. I thought she was trapping there. And I'll just get out of the way. Watch the ace, I believe. There it is, see? And I was beat by the jacks as well. Hello, Steve.
Yeah, Al, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was watching Twitch a little bit a while ago, and just decided to join up and listen in for a bit.
Okay, and Steve, what is your name in the Twitch?
It's the Blue Quetzalcoatl.
Ah, okay.
Sorry about that.
That's so many different names you got there. Excuse me. I just got beat up with pocket tens here. I was going to change tables too, so give me a second. I just lost my... No, I didn't. That's not the table I wanted to go on anyhow. They were calling me for the wrong table, so...
Okay, no problem. I've got you on the buddy list. I can find you.
No. Yeah. Right now I'm on the status victory, and yeah. You don't want to watch on Twitch.
No, I'm not. I'm actually on live feed now.
King 4 I gotta throw away. Just asking them if they can see the stream again. I lost some of the people, so I just don't know. Zai Young is somebody new. I don't know that one. I'll ask them to click on my name and follow me here. I appreciate the follow. Did you find me? You have me as teach in your buddy list?
Yeah, I've got you. And, I've got status victory pulled up.
Okay, good.
I actually pulled you up before I went into Skype.
No problem. I'm waiting for Moonage Daydream to come up so I can move to a 10-player table and talk a little bit more.
Okay.
So what's going on in your poker? Oh, boy, this Porcupine is really either catching cards for... I can't play with 10 jack here.
I've been playing mainly 10-cent tables, being relatively new to online poker,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually was able to free up some funds, so I went in through Full Flush and deposited and had a bankroll of 300,
Mm-hmm.
and tried a 25, lost $5, $10, went down. Then I took a couple bad hits of simply not being willing to let the hand go when I should have.
Right.
And I'm working my way back up. The last 3 sessions I've had, and I've been following. I think Rob Gab came up with the idea, or you gave it to him, of just play for an hour
Mm-hmm.
and time it and limit it so that you don't start to tilt and go off into the deep end. And the last 3 sessions I had pretty good. Last night I did the same thing again. Instead, I didn't let go of a hand and went down to about $2 from 10. Reloaded and just to change the pace, I switched tables and got into another 10-person 10-cent table.
Mm-hmm.
Was playing tight, and then got in big blind. I got pocket aces and was playing against the person I think immediately to my right. And I went in and I kept trying to not exactly get rid of him, but I didn't. Was basically doing pot bets every time. He would check, I would pot bet, he would call, and he kept doing that. And I'm right at the river. I'm wondering, well, should I be getting out of this hand? But I mean, it was pre-flop. He was doing this, and then through the turn. So I just basically went in all in. He called all in
Mm-hmm.
and had King 10 suited.
Mm.
And I'm not really sure what he was thinking. I can't remember, and I should have noticed up front whether or not he was drawing to a flush or not, and I didn't. Which is one of the things that's burned me a couple times before, is making sure, going back or having pocket aces and being so excited about it, not
Mm-hmm.
evaluating the board clearly, determining whether that's going to be a good idea to continue with them or bail on them.
Yeah, I'd like to be in this hand here. I folded 8-2, and I got a feeling this guy's got an overpair to the board, not a set. And I would take his whole stack. The last hand I had 8-3 of clubs, and I limped in. He raised me, but he didn't raise enough, so I called him, and then I bet the 3 on the flop, even though it was a 10 jack. Or no, I checked it and I check raised him. That was my plan, is to scare the hell out of him, make him continue, and he did. And he went away. But those of you that are watching the stream now live, you'll see that play or have seen that play, and that's what I was trying to do with him. But I was listening to our guest here, Steve, right?
Yes.
Steve Bouchard. And I'm going to fold here. I'm losing some players. I'm down to 4 here. Rob, are you on with us too? Maybe Rob is there. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Just came in. But anybody else that wants to come on the Skype, it's al.spath. Just call on the Skype. I'll put you in the group. Rob, is that you? Woo. Rob.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear a big fan. Whew. That was loud.
Can you still hear it?
A little bit in the background, folding to 8 here. What did you do just then, just so we know what happened? Did you take the headset off, or you not have the headset?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Can you hear it now?
Yes, very bad.
All right, I'm going to mute it.
Delay is 90 seconds. Do the same thing I did last time with this guy. Again, my chat's not working, so. This is the same thing we did last time with this guy, but this time I'd hit nothing. So let's do it an opposite way this time. I got Jack 4 diamonds. Okay, he wins this time. Born to Fly must have Skype installed now. And it's you gotta add me as a contact. And I have to accept, and then I have to have you just ring me up. Okay, I'm gonna raise here the pot. Luca's coming along. Luca's raising with a bigger hand. Look, he only went to 225. He's saying he's got a big pair, or he's got big cards. I'm gonna call. Hard Noodle sat down at the table. I'm gonna call this bet, in that if I hit my cards, or if I hit an 8-7 or something, I can really felt him here. There's the 8-7. I'm hoping he has what he says he has, the big pair. He checks. I'm going to bet $5 into him. Now he's got me. If he's got 10 Jack, he's got all my money because it's going in the pot. He's going $15 here. I'm putting him on kings, folks. You're going to see, I'll get to you add-ons in a minute. You're going to see Al get felted here possibly. He went away. Oh, too bad. See, I can't let him draw this. The flush draw, straight draw. I can't let him. Rob had that a little while ago. You remember, Rob?
I wasn't paying attention. What am I remembering?
No, nothing right now. Let me add some people to this Skype. Just hang on a second. Let's see if there's any more that.
Hello?
Andre and Brian, are you in?
This is Brian. Hello?
Hello.
It's Andy. It's
An-
Andy.
Andy and Brian, welcome to the Skypecast open mic. You're on with Al, Rob, and Steve.
Thank you for having me.
This is the first time you guys have been on Skype live?
Not on stream, no.
On stream? Okay, well, no questions are dumb, no answers are right or wrong. They're up for subject to discussion. Anybody else that wants to come in can come in to open and mic. I think who's Slick Dog?
I am.
Which
Andy.
Who?
Andy.
Andy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a really weird way to spell Andy, but
that's all right. So some of you have seen some of the plays I made at this table. Some of you just got on. If you've got your Twitch on, turn it off, because you're going to be looking at the table live. I'm going to tell you my hand's live. Those that are on Twitch are going to see it in delay. I'm folding King 5 here. Hard Noodle's not on with us, and he's at the table.
gotcha.
So
Yeah.
how long you been following me or Heartbeat Poker or watching my videos or anything?
Too long.
I haven't really followed any of you actually. I came across Heartbeat Poker on Twitch just by going through the channels type of deal.
Right.
And just came across it and kind of liked it and stuck with it from there, I guess.
Okay. And do you have a name up on the table at Full Flush?
Yeah, I just had a name change actually. I had to talk with support about it. I didn't like I don't like being known with the same Twitch and stuff like that because I do get stream sniped sometimes when I stream.
Okay.
So I changed my name from time to time, but I was Poker Star at the 510 table.
At the 10 cent 25 early this morning, you were Poker Stars?
Yeah.
In the bottom right-hand corner?
Yep.
Oh, good. I said you were a good player. I said you were a good player because you had $33 at that time, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm not quite up there anymore. I kind of king queen against ace queen. We both hit our queen. He limped. I raised. He kind of just followed along type of deal. Um, but I haven't taken too huge of a hit. I'm only down about a 250 right now, but I got it up quick. I can get it back.
So I'm betting into this guy with my ace jack of hearts. He comes over the top. He's telling me. I asked a question with my bet. Sometimes when I'm heads up with somebody in a matter of position, I'll bet hoping that they have over cards that are better than mine that they'll lay it down. And in this particular case, he's telling me he's got a better hand, so I can lay my hand down. So I asked the question. I got an answer. I didn't like the answer. I got Kite Surfer at the table now too, so I got two different people here that are in the chat. That's good. You said you stream. What do you stream, and do you stream for yourself, or what do you do on that?
Well, when I used to stream like uh, I used to play online games, the big name games like League of Legends and stuff like that,
Sure.
and didn't get the viewership because I was a lower tier player.
Right.
Like I wasn't, up in the ranks. So I kind of faded away from it, kind of just pushed my followers to a friend of mine that is sponsored
Mm-hmm.
by a gaming site, and he plays like Titanfall and like console games.
Right.
So I kind of like dipped off of that and kind of leaned more towards poker. And the poker, it's fluctual, I guess, on viewers when I do stream. Anywhere from you get two all the way up to sometimes like 70 something, depending on your runs. Um, but yeah, so I kind of just faded away from the big name stuff and kind of just went small time with poker, and maybe I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it or not, but
Well, are you profitable?
um I mean, in the past year, I have made significant increase in bankroll, um, compared to some of the other people. I didn't start off with two, three, $400 like everybody else. I kind of did the whole from nothing to something challenge.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I started my streams and stuff like
Sure.
that. And I just started with free rolling, a little bit here, a little bit there. Took that, put it into a little bit of other stuff on America's Card Room, just kind of and I went from nothing all the way up to like $1,000 at one point. And within like a month, I made $1,000. I was like, that's a decent check for
Yep.
a guy from Michigan.
Yep.
Minimum wage is minimum wage. That's pretty much a little bit more than minimum wage.
Right.
So then the next few months passed. This was back in like February, March. Next few months passed, and I took that 1,000 to about like 8, 9,000.
Wow. What level were
The
you playing? Was
I
it?
don't. I was just playing micro stakes, like the tournaments. Just
Oh, tournaments. Okay,
little,
you were play.
yeah,
So you had some good finishes and some good payouts.
right. Yeah, that's pretty much my. I guess my poker online stats when you shark scope me or whatever. I was like cashed like 29% in like the amount of time that they showed for the 4 or 5 months. And that was like, that's really high, 29%, that's over a quarter. And with the cashes that you get in like the rebuy tournaments and stuff like that, first to 10th place is anywhere from 90 to $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So you hit one of those, your bankroll is 10 times the amount than what it was probably beforehand. And it only takes one time to get a bankroll going,
Sure.
and that's what I learned from another new streamer that just started up. I don't want to advertise because he's not that type of person, but he's real knowledgeable about it, and that's what he did. You know, if he straight up said one tournament makes a whole lot of a difference for your bankroll.
It does, especially if you can get into some of these sites that have big overlays on some of the tournaments and they're paying a good number. When I say overlay, for those that are listening, that's when they advertise a tournament, let's say $10,000 tournament, and they only get enough people to sign up, and with their rebuys and add-ons, it adds up to $8,000 total money that's invested. So the overlay, which is $2,000, the site has to put that out. The reason that's good is that there are less opponents. Not just that there's the overlay, but overlay usually tells you that they had less than expected members join, and that means that it's easier for you to get into the money. So that's a good thing for you. So overlays means a smaller field. You never, you know, if you've got a $10,000 event and you've got 4,000 people, it's harder for you to get into the money because you have to go longer and you have to avoid so many minefields along the way. But if it's a $10,000 event that they're guaranteeing and they only have 2,000 members with half the field, why wouldn't it logically be better for you? It's still going to be the same payouts with the same money. There's less people that may be buying the rebuys, but even if they buy the rebuys and the add-ons, it's not going to add up to past the number 10,000. So it doesn't really matter. It's going to be an overlay. So you really want to play against less opponents when you're trying to make money than more opponents. It's a numbers game. That's all. You always can remember that in a major tournament, unless there's rebuys and add-ons and things like that, most of the time, half the field is gone in the first hour and a half. Nearly half the field is gone. Either they don't rebuy or they rebuyed several times. I've got, let's see, I can't say what I got here. Well, Ronster, you're the only one that's on here, right? Live?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Kite isn't he?
No, Kite's not in here.
Oh,
Kite,
okay.
are you in here?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I won't say what I have because you can see we're in the same hand. If you fold, I'll say what I have because Noodle's not in here. I got 7-6 of clubs, and I win. So again, I don't limp there, especially at a 6-player table. I'm raising with hands like that. I got to go back to your name again. What is your name in the Twitch?
Me?
Yeah,
Andy.
Andy. Okay, Andy. So have you watched any of my broadcasts either on Heartbeat Poker or other than this morning, or you not seen any of my videos or anything?
Oh no, I haven't seen any of your videos. I've seen your streams for Heartbeat Poker.
Okay.
But yeah, I haven't seen any of your like recent videos or VODs or anything like that.
Okay. Ronster, welcome to the table.
Thank you.
Stop eating.
Yeah.
Lunchtime, leave him alone.
So Luca's loose, and he comes in here for a raise under the gun. Hard Noodle call. I've got 9-3 of clubs, which is an easy fold. Noodle only flats him, and 3 hearts come off. This is a good opportunity for Noodle with position to play that against Luca. And if I was him, I'd just call here and take it away from him on the turn. Let's see what Noodle does. He's not in here. He's not hearing me, folks. So I'm just commentating. Now, see, he checked. This is where Noodle should bet. No, Noodle, more than half. See, now it gives him the opportunity to stay or to re-raise when you don't bet the right amount.
Yeah, we just learned that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, this is a push off. That's just a push off by Noodle there, I think, based on that last check. If he'd have went smaller, he might have got a call there. If he wanted a call, he should have went smaller. But now watch me, or Ronster, you're first. Sorry. Ronster's going to go 1/4. What I was going to do was do the limp into this Luca guy again and see what he was going to do. Ronster's probably got 9, 10, 10 jack, queen 10. I'm going to let this one go.
Think about that. 5, 6 spades. What do you got there, Ronsta?
I have a king 10. I know.
I said queen 10. You had king 10, so you got an open end on it.
I have an open end.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Luca's going to do. Luca bets 275. I'm going to find out.
Somebody's got a Twitch on. I can hear it in the background.
Yeah.
Or a radio.
The
See,
raise.
Rob, this is the same thing I told to you earlier. I won't say it right. See, Ronstadt doesn't really. I mean, if he really wants to win the pot, he does that. But if he really wants to take the guy's whole stack, he just calls and goes for the straight. You see what I mean? Okay, somebody's got a mic. Somebody's got the
It's not
Twitch.
me, I just checked mine. I can hear it.
It's not me because I turned the wallet.
Okay, maybe it's one of the other guys.
My stuff muted.
Okay, thank you.
But like what he did against me earlier, when he was in the hand against me, when he flopped the flush with the king queen.
Yes.
And the funny thing is we were sitting on the same hand.
All right.
Um,
You had king queen of different suit.
yeah, and so when he bet, like I automatically assumed that he was trying to get me away from it, but at the same time, if he had what I thought he had, then he should have probably sucked me in a little bit more, because if he checks back there,
Right.
and a jack turns, and I have a straight now, he's sucked me in.
Yeah, that's what we discussed.
Somebody's Twitch is on. I can hear it in the background. They gotta turn it off, or I gotta kill your Skype. I'm hearing somebody's background of a hands played a couple of minutes ago. I picked up the flush draw there. I checked that wet board, the 4, 5, 6, back to him. Gave him the opportunity. He didn't take it. I took it. I still can hear it, folks.
Well, mine's definitely muted.
Yeah, I have no sound over here. I can't see on Skype to see who's spiking when that goes off.
Steve or Ron, do you have anything running in the background?
Nope, I just made sure mine was X'd out.
And mine's
No, I actually keep my microphone muted most of the time.
It should be off now.
and mine's definitely muted too.
Okay. Mine is too. Okay, let's see if it continues or not. It's okay.
Well, one of the hand before when I went against Luca, one of the things that I wanted to see, since it's the first time I played against him, is I wanted to see how he's going to react also to a 3-bet to give me some kind of idea of what kind of player he was.
Sure.
And so that was one of the reasons why I did what I did. Plus, I didn't have the open end straight, and if he did call me, I had the openings to go for it, and that was the reason for it.
If he'd have went all in, what would you have done?
Oh, I would have absolutely folded.
You'd have folded. Okay, so you had 8 outs, a 32% chance at that point to get there, and you would have been paying even money to try to draw out on him.
That's correct.
Okay. See, a lot of people would have said I would have called in a heartbeat because I had the $7 invested already, and he only had $27 left.
Well, this is the interesting thing about poker, and that is you learn, at least you try to learn, that the percentages tell you when you are inclined to make that call. And if the math is with you, then I think the call should be made. And if the math is against you, or even, I don't think it should be.
So, are you guys going to be starting up a 10 table?
I don't think so. I did it over an hour with Rob, and I'm here till about 12:30, 35 minutes. I don't want to go to another. I was going to try. I got on the list, but it didn't go, and then I was 4th or 5th on the list, and so I abandoned it. So I'm just going to stick it out here for the rest of the show. But you can get on a list here if you want, or you can just listen in or drop off. Anything you want to do, it's fine with me. I kind of winged it for the second hour. I wasn't planning on doing the second hour, but then Rob said, "Oh, come on, Al."
Yeah. Keep going, Rob.
Yeah, it's only your time, Al. Go ahead.
You have fellows on my stream there that these open mics are you learn a ton on them.
I know.
So I did. I said, Al, do an open mic. Just listening to Ron on that last 3-bet, where he 3-bet where I failed
All right.
on that thing, to hear his reasoning. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then now I listen to Andy, and I would have won all his money if a jack came up, for Christ's sakes.
I did mention that he looked like he must have been a good player. He was plus money, so I didn't know who he was, and I didn't. I don't want to offend anybody that's on here, but you know, I'm going to call it like I see it. If somebody's losing and they keep drawing and they keep siphoning their money off, I'm going to call them, you know, loose, and I'm going to call them a lousy player. But if they're good, I'm going to acknowledge that as well.
Yeah, try not to be offensive and tell me that I sound like Peter Griffith.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think our Nick is with us anymore. I want to thank those that did come over to my channel this morning, and thank you. If you clicked on my name and are following me, you'll get alerts. I'll be doing some stuff from over here as well as continuing over at Heartbeat Poker, but I like to go on my channel as well. You can see the around is still an advertisement for Heartbeat Poker, so please follow there too as well. I just had Ace Jack and got no action at all. P. Lindy and Decryptney is in the house, so if they want to come on to the Skype too, they're welcome to. P. Lindy might not be able. He's at work.
He's stealing again.
He's an insurance agent out in California, and he probably is at work, and he doesn't want to be loud, or all his folks will hear him.
Yeah, I think it's a little. I was gonna talk to you about being careful about putting your Skype out there, because streamers in the poker field is different than where I'm from, where I stream from.
Yeah.
Because the gaming world, if anybody watching your stream got a hint of your Skype, got a hint of your information at all, they would target you, and they could possibly get a lot of information just by I guess caching your Skype, which means they go through and they overload your computer with just nothing but a bunch of junk, and it makes your computer shut down.
That's interesting.
And
well, fortunately, the folks that are in the Twitch here, and I'll take that in consideration for going forward. The Twitch chat doesn't show, but when it does show up on a table, it would. So I have to be careful. I'm just going to have to tell people.
yeah. I did see you kind of slide it into the camera view when you were first, like, because my name was up there and stuff like that. When you were like adding me to the call and stuff. You know, I mean, it's just, you got to be kind of careful about it. You don't know, who's watching in the Twitch community while you're streaming.
It's a good point.
And,
No, it's a good point. So every time I've limped like this, he's raised me. I've got King 9 here this time.
Oh, that's very nice.
Hey, Ron,
Yes.
you just woke my dog up.
Yeah, my computer does that. Every once in a while it makes those cuckoo sounds.
So I want to keep him in here with this bet, but if he's drawing, I want him to pay a little bit more.
I think it's going to have a terrific outcome.
Still gonna make him pay $5.70 or better to go. I hope he has King Queen. He pushes on me.
Whoa.
That's okay too.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. Stackarooski.
Oh, cha-ching.
That's what you want from a guy. I told you I did that 3 times to him, and woo!
What's Rob's though? Not my computer.
Oh.
I think Rob did that on purpose. Try to see if you're don't like you teach. Sorry, Noodle, I didn't do it to you. Luca reloaded. Now look at folks. I'm gonna teach you something right here. Look at Luca's stack. All right.
Yep.
He just reloaded. Why would somebody reload 25.82 unless that's all they have left.
Yep.
Okay? He wanted the most he could there. If he wanted to do 25, he could have done 25. If he had 50, he would have done 50. If he could do 25.82, that means you did your entire balance. So now you know where this guy is at and how he might play based on what his balance is.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna start getting desperate.
Well,
Or
you've
play
got to
very,
watch
very
everything at the
thin.
table. Everything is an edge. You need to know. So, Kite, what do you think of Skype? Kite?
He disappeared.
Guess he didn't like it.
Is he not in here still? He may be on mute.
Maybe it was his Twitch that was making the noise and couldn't figure it out.
It could be. It could be. Uh-oh, Ronster limps under the gun.
Well, we're going to give him a different side. No, that's not.
Kite raises in out of position.
I got a call. I had 6-5 there. Last night.
Offsuit?
Offsuit. Last night I came within a hair breadth of winning first place for my 15th win in the tavern, and I came in second. So I was close. I got 4 more weeks to go at about 6 or 7 tournaments a week. So I got about 28 tournaments left.
What are the people saying at these tournaments about you? Where did you come from? How come you're so good or anything? Oh, he left.
It's interesting. Everybody there has an ego, so they're not really talking that way.
To you, anyhow.
Yeah.
About it.
So it's interesting. It just, they're very, even if they don't know that much, they're very, very competitive. They want to do good, and they're not interested in telling you how good you are, which is okay.
I wish we had something like that around here.
You do.
Where are you, Rob? I'm sure you do.
No, we don't. There is no tavern, none of that
Okay, where are you right now?
in New Hampshire.
In New Hampshire, and you gone online and looked it up? Tavern
Yep.
Championship.
I did. Yeah, we have now the charity poker rooms but no, none of the tavern stuff like that you can play in a league or anything.
Yeah, same here in Michigan. We have charity poker rooms and 3 casinos that run poker. But Michigan's trying to shut them all down. So it's kind of a rarity if you do find some of the charity poker rooms. Like Trippers is one out in East Lansing that the World Poker Tour guy from East Lansing plays at, and I played with him there also. He's a very, very good poker player. I've seen some pretty good stuff out of him out there. There's a couple other people that made really, really far runs that made it from playing from Trippers out in East Lansing also.
Nice hand.
Very, very fun play.
Nice hand. Woo, big hand, big straight. Rob, did you also check the VFW and the American Legions? Because they run tournaments and they run cash games.
I did not. Hey, Ron, where are you in New York?
I'm in New City.
And where the hell's that?
Oh, it's about 60 miles north of Manhattan.
They're going to open up 2 new casinos in Mass here coming pretty soon.
Yeah, and they're going to open up right here, 90 minutes or 50 minutes away from me also.
I had just read that New York was going to open up some new ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to give I have gift certificates that I was telling Alf I got for Christmas for the charity rooms. They just changed the rules in New Hampshire in July that they can now play 1-2 no limit and 2-4 no limit tables.
Nice.
So I'm going to give it a shot.
You didn't have time to reload, Ron?
Yeah, I was too busy talking. Jeez. It wouldn't have
Wow, so New Hampshire couldn't run 1-2 at the charity rooms up there?
Up until July, they couldn't run no limit anything. The highest you could go was 2-4 limit. And the bet was capped at $4 no matter what. That was the law. They just changed it in July to 1-2 no limit with a max buy-in of $300.
That's pretty much the same here in Michigan. They cap it at $300 buy-in. They cap the charity at $15,000 on total on table cash. They alleviated the knockout tournaments and any type of coaching tournaments. I mean, they're starting to really nickel and dime them to where it, it's not very profitable to be a charity poker room anymore. Here in Michigan, at least.
We lost out in New Hampshire. We lost out on that casino by one vote in the House over here. They lost by one vote, or we would have been having a casino too.
Yeah, we just got one opened up not too long ago down in Battle Creek. And that was a huge controversy too because it's like a Vegas style hotel and casino.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't, since they already have the Red Wings that go through Battle Creek and they already have like a bunch of other stuff that go through it. They already had enough populated area, and they didn't want to overcumber it and like keep pushing more people. So it barely passed by like 15 votes, but they ended up getting it. And it's very profitable. Like casinos are very profitable, especially casino-based ones that are not on Native American land. Very profitable for the town.
Hey Rob, read the chat. There's a new person in there from New Hampshire. Yep, he's from Bedford, that's for sure, can't you tell? So I slow played my ace there. I was hoping that somebody else would bet, and then I had to bet on the turn. I was back-to-back hands with ace X suited. Hey, Hard Noodle, you in here with us?
He's not in the Skype, I don't think.
Yeah, I brought him in.
I haven't heard a word from him.
Kind of hard playing a tournament, cash, and trying to watch a stream at the same time.
Oh man, you're talented.
I'm still making money too, which is kind of weird. It's not as bad. Okay, when you watch some of these streamers and they have like 10, 15, 20 little micro stakes tables. Like
Yeah, I don't do that. I just, I disappoint some people in that fact that I only do one table. I do one big table, but I try to be in depth on what I'm talking about and take questions from people and really discuss things. And if they want dual, 4 table, 6 table, all that other stuff set up, I'm not their guy.
Yeah, I don't know how people do it, especially with like 10 and up. Like I've seen some massive amounts of little squares. Basically, the whole entire screen is just little tiny squares. I'm like, how do you even see the card numbers? Like it's ridiculous. I can barely. Well, I mean, I can do 3, maybe 4, but I don't like to because it takes my focus off. Like you can't focus. You're just like quick to act every single time, and you have to either fold and go to the next one, fold, go to the next one, fold, go to the next one. I can't do that. I gotta like analyze what's all going on, and I don't know. Some people thrive from it, some people don't, but I just think it's crazy.
Get the master in here. He'll tell you how to do it.
So, yeah, DeCryptney, we're waiting for him to come in, but he didn't call.
Yeah, he said he was gonna.
Robbie's telling you that that's 15 minutes away.
I know. I know where it is.
Do you play there?
I know. I've never been yet. Remember, I told you I was planning on going next week.
How far is that from you?
Not 5 minutes.
Anybody think he hit here with that hand?
Well,
I'm folding here.
Fast call from Noodle.
Yeah, it was fast. Noodle, you here or not? No. Okay, I think that Yes, but we can't hear you. You must be on mute or something.
Yeah,
Or,
he typed and said yes.
yeah, I can't. Then I won't say what I think he's got or you got or what I folded. Oh, no, Mike. He's at work. Okay, I forgot.
Uh-huh.
I forgot that. I forgot. I forgot. All right, stop chatting. We can't. I can't keep bringing up your chat. I had pocket sevens. I think he had an overpair. I think he had queens or jacks there, and I think Noodle. Uh, I don't know what Noodle had there. I just didn't. He called twice. I wanted to spank a seven on that one really bad. That's why I didn't try to chase anybody out with another bet on the button. And I could have re-raised, but I thought, yeah, I know who came in first might have re-raised me, and I didn't want to get heads up with him with a big pair having sevens. So I was willing with three people to see a flop and see if I could hit the seven.
Dude, this is where I tend to. This is where my flaw is when it comes to playing cash. Okay, so like online cash and in like charity poker room cash. Like I'll sit down with $200. I'll get that $200 up to like 700. But my intentions, like I like the game of poker. I like playing the game of poker. I like watching the game of poker. So progressively, I just like playing, and I keep playing, and I lose track of time, and I keep playing, and I keep playing, and then that 700, 800 that I had is now back down to 200, and it's like walking away is like a huge thing for me. Like when I was up $16 at this table, I probably should have walked away and just been like, all right, I'll wait the time period and come back at $25 in like a little bit. But I mean, I'm not down. I'm only down $1. But I mean, it's just the fluctuation is what kind of gets to me, and how bad people can do into good and then bad again. And it's like I can't adjust to the fluctuation enough to be able to walk away when I peaked, I guess you could say.
What? How many tables are usually up at that place when you're playing 1-2 and you get up $700?
How many tables are playing at the
Yeah,
time?
and in the casino, is it one
Like
table?
three. Oh no, this charity poker room, they have like 3 tables going at once,
Okay.
along with a tournament going also. So there's a lot of chatter, a lot of tables
So
going all
can't
at
you
once.
take a break and take the money off the table and then go
I
back to
have
it?
to wait an hour.
You have to wait
If
an
I
hour.
take the money, or else I have to come back with the same amount.
Ooh.
So it's like, and like the charity poker place that I usually play at, it's at a bar, and I
Uh-huh.
don't drink.
Right.
So, and their bar food sucks.
Right.
So if I want to go anywhere, I have to leave, go there, come back, and in that time period, it's like it makes me not want to play.
Right. I got you. Uh, Here's something really stupid, Andy. All right. What's wrong with going home with $700 profit?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is when you're at a high where
No,
you're
no, 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 no. You didn't answer my question. Don't tell me about what you feel like or anything. What's wrong with going home with $700 and the next time you come back, you got, $800, $900 in your pocket to play poker?
it's just the mentality of being able, like me thinking that I can make more
Okay.
than what I have at the time
So let
because of
me
how the players are playing.
let me classify you as a gambler, not a poker player.
I've been told that a lot.
Okay. Well, it's everybody that's a poker player needs a part of them that is a gambler, but you can't be more a gambler than you are a poker player, and you're willing to risk everything because you went down to nothing. It goes away to make more when you've got a bird in the hand. I mean, you can take when you don't have the capital. And when you make $400 or $500 in a 1-2 game or anything like that, that's great money. You got to take that money. If you make it, so if I was playing in this is what we call stop win. I would play and if I got to $400, how much do you sit with? 200 or 100?
Like $200.
$200. Okay. Let's say I got the $500. I would tell myself, hey, look, I'm going home with nothing less than $400. I'm going to play with $100 right now and see if I can parlay that up to something. If I get down to $400, I'm leaving with 200. I can't play stupid. I got to play smart. I got to make like I have a $100 stack and I got to protect that stack. So let's say you play a little longer and you get up to 650. So when you get up to 650, you have to say to yourself, I'm going home with $500. In other words, I'm going to pay myself an extra 100 that I'm taking out, and I'm going to give myself an extra 50 for achieving that goal. So now I have 150 to play with. And so you play with that 150, protecting that and playing like that is your entire stack, not that other part. You can't touch that. You're not going to get into a hand unless you absolutely have the nuts. So you play it like that, and then let's say you get up to 750. So then now you say to yourself, look, I'm going home with 625, and I'm going to play with 125 or whatever the case. You keep paying both. You give yourself a little bit more money to play with at the table, but you also put a little bit more into the stack you're taking home. When it goes back down to that stack size that you said you have to go with, then you have to go. And that's how a stop-win works.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. That's a terrific analyzation of it. You don't want to give back what you've earned. If you had such a soft, crappy table and your mindset was perfect, I see nothing wrong with hanging around. But if it's a little bit of a competition and you see yourself, like Al told me the other day, he mentioned that it's called reverse tilt. I mean, you're doing so well that now you're pushing harder and harder, and you're gambling more and more. It's sucking it out of you, and that's a great analyzation.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that.
It's
'Cause I
hard. No,
thought
I'm
the
not.
same way.
I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy. But you got to have that kind of mentality. Then when you build up your stack where your bankroll is not as critical to you, and you can take some hits, so then maybe there's an occasional night you can say, well, look, I'm going to stay a little longer, or something like that. It just depends on a lot of situations. Okay, I'm in a hand finally. I've been folding and folding and folding here. Nobody bet that. I guess I have to bet this eights that I have. Oh, I got a caller. So he's got a 10. Oh, he got a diamond on that one. Let's see. Can he pay me $3? Can he pay me $3?
Gonna fold.
$6.
I'm wrong.
$6. $9. If he's got a straight, he's got me crushed.
Oh.
He's got a straight, he's got me crushed. He's got a straight, see?
He had you crushed.
I had 3/8.
Oh my goodness.
He got me crushed. I didn't think he had that. I really didn't think he had the straight. And I thought he hit 2-pair with the ace. But he could have bet bigger and I might have paid him off. So the 8 was a good card for me, but it was a better card for him. Sometimes the card you want is a great card for your opponent. That happens. What do you got, Ron?
I have an ace of clubs with a king of spades.
Okay. You want him out. Why you want him out?
No, I just decided to bet half the pot and see if he was going to stick around.
I understand, but sometimes you have to say, do I want him out or do I want him to catch a flush too?
Yeah, that's something that I'm going to learn better. That's a little bit of a leak in my
If you're here to win the small pots, you did the right thing, and sometimes guys will still come with the club anyhow. Okay.
I thought if he had a club, he would come anyway.
That's right. But sometimes you just want to give them the opportunity to think that their smaller flush is going to beat you, and you want to stack them. Here comes Decrypnian now, so we've got him.
I'm here.
Oh, he's in it. Hey, Jer. So all 5 of us at the table except for, I know it. He's not in. Kite Surfer's in. Noodle's in, but can't talk. Jerry's in. Ronster's in. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Now that's a bluff. Okay, that's a total bluff by Kite Surfer. You better show this bluff kite surfer. Okay, I'm gonna fold my hand to you, but you got to show. Don't tell us what you had because we don't believe in it.
No, he ain't gonna show. Oh, there it is, Jack.
Oh, he had a 10. He had a 10. All right, I had a draw for a straight. I had 3-4.
I haven't seen him bluff too.
No, he bluffs a lot. He had it. He had it then. Props to him. No, he showed it.
I don't ever bluff.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much.
Hey, he's alive.
Yeah, he's alive. Yeah, I'm alive.
I think the best thing to do is to call.
Oops, snap. Well,
Huh? What did you say, Ron?
snap called you.
That's okay.
Oh.
I didn't hit that thing. Good hand.
I see him, you know.
Ace 9, maybe? He
My
can't.
bankroll doesn't allow me to bluff anymore.
It gets decimated pretty quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's down half since Christmas, so.
Yeah, my last week I've been not having a good week at all.
You're playing, Ronster, I watched you a couple of times. You're playing too long at too higher stakes, and you're not taking the wins. Just like we just talked about the stop win. You're getting a win, and you're getting greedy, and then you're sticking around too long, and then you're playing too wide a range of hands. So you've I think if anything, you're a little out of control, and you need to go back to what centers you the best.
Yeah, and it's exactly what I did do, but I wasn't that far out, meaning in terms of making money. In the last X amount of sessions, I was actually behind trying to catch up. Anyway, I took some beats, and I probably was too wide, but so I've gone back to the 50-cent game to try to rebuild.
Did anybody listen to Ron's voice during that whole thing when he was deciding whether to play this hand or not play this hand? Did you listen to him as it got to him and he was deciding what to do and what not to do?
I wasn't paying attention. I was still setting my stuff up.
So okay. I'm gonna analyze this hand that I was just in. So I was two off of the big blind. I limp with my sixes just to see, 25 cents just to feel the table, see what happens. It was only a mid raise, free flop, so I limp in. I call.
Which table are you talking about? Wait.
The 10.25 cent cash table.
That you're at now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Start again then, because I was trying to figure out I lost track where you were.
Sorry, I'm not at your table. That's what kind of confuses it. But yeah, so I was three off of the big blind, and I limped with my sixes, and it went around, and Lady Boy's still here, and Jax ended up taking Rob's spot. So Jax ends up firing a mid bet of just 25 cents. So
Jax, JAX.
Yeah.
Okay, big bluffer. Go ahead.
And so I smooth call it. I flop a set.
Mm-hmm.
But there's Jack 7-6 with two diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes check by the small blind called also. So it goes check small. I ended up checking, and then Jack fires about $2 into a 150 pot, and I was like, all right, he didn't hit. So I call. So does small blind. The turn's a 10. It also puts a flush on the board. It goes check around. The river gives a 10. So now I have a boat. But what I was thinking when he bet the 2 is he also could have pocket sevens and didn't want anybody to see a straight, anybody wanted to see a flush, anything like that. So it's kind of worrisome. And the small blind fires out first to act and like a $3 bet. And I smooth call that after waiting a little bit. Jax fires a bet 2 times that to try, and it gets the small blind, the initial raiser, to fold. Well, I also know Jax as a big time bluffer and basically a call around type of person. So I call him, and he ends up having just a he had pocket aces,
Mm-hmm.
and he couldn't look away because he did have the ace of diamonds.
Right.
And so if that last one wasn't a card, if it wasn't a pair, and it was a diamond, I would have lost.
Right.
But I would have also folded with 4 diamonds on the board. This having the 6 of diamonds in my hand, which is very low for the board that was up there.
Cool. For those that are watching in the Twitch, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Those that follow me, I appreciate that. You can click on my name there and follow me here and get announcements when I go live. Also at Heartbeat Poker. Do that. For those of you that got questions, put them in the chat. You're not seeing it at the table. I don't know what's wrong or why it's not showing up at the table. That's something I got to figure out, but we'll do that later on. But right now I can see your questions, and I'll be glad to talk them over. 90-second delay, Evilville Poker. Yes.
You might have to hire that.
What's that?
The 90-second delay seems
Yeah.
a little short,
Why?
especially while you're playing at the table,
Why?
because it's a 30-second if I take the whole entire bar,
Uh-huh.
times that by 2 players or so,
Uh-huh.
and you're still in the hand while that 90-second delay goes up.
It's real.
I've tried it several times at the 90, and not once has somebody seen the hand that I've been in. You know, I've queried the people. I've done the 2-minute thing. I can do the 2 minutes. There's no problem doing the 2 minute. I can change it to anything.
Just to be safe,
Yeah.
if you're gonna play with multiple people on like a Skype call, or multiple people that you know that watch your stream, so that they can't snipe you and they can't, just wait
Don't
it
tell
out.
that. Oh, give me that secret.
Well, wait,
No,
no.
you'll probably be behind. Even
Thanks,
if you
Jerry. Jerk.
I mean, this is a 6 max table, so it'll go by a lot faster.
What's pipe? The Dolphin fan wrote Pippied.
I don't know. I'm not.
Piped? Pipped?
Me either. I have no idea. I'm too old for that
Maybe,
stuff.
maybe he mistyped it. What the hell is he?
Remember, he's not
It's Jack. It's Jack.
Yeah, he's not an English speaker. Remember that from the last Skype call. He's
The
not
Dolphin
a,
fan is from, I can't remember if he was from Romania or Poland or something. He lives in New York City. I can't
Yeah.
remember for sure. I know he was from overseas somewhere.
he's foreign. Yeah, he's foreign.
Yeah,
But he lives in New York.
but he needs to explain what piped, pipped. What do you mean tipped?
It's like pippied. That's what it
Pipped.
looks like. It looks like pippied.
Sniped. Maybe sniped.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see. We'll wait for his answer. What he was saying.
I don't think it's sniped. That would be kind of way off now.
You never know.
I mean, it's possible, but I don't think it's that probable. I think.
Well, the lucky Kaiser.
Unlucky queen for me.
I had a 9.
Yeah, you got a nice hand.
This tourney is going on for a lot longer than I wanted to. The 150 guaranteed, and it was a 75 cent or 780 something cent buy-in, and we only got like 63 players. But this is going on for almost on the second hour now, and we're still not even halfway done.
He typed
Yeah, we're
it.
just-
Boris the head. Is that Boris 49?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he plays Omaha. I know I've seen him at cash tables. I'm just not sure if it was Omaha.
I don't know.
I play a lot of Omaha. I've been playing that. It's a pretty easy moneymaker, especially with a couple of players that I've seen on that spend a lot of time and money on those tables.
He says he's from Nigeria.
Yeah. I knew it was. I knew it was someplace across seas. I said India, so I mean I was.
He has the highest,
You
one
feel
of the
like you were
highest,
close because you were in that region.
one of the highest
Yeah.
English speaking
No,
populations.
that's not close. Nigeria and India
Across the Indian Ocean, you know.
He says they have the highest English speaking populations in the world, one of the highest. So
Yeah, India does. India has the highest English population in the world. They have the most.
Oh no, he says Nigeria does. Um,
Nigeria?
I, yeah, I thought
India is
South
the biggest
Africa.
one, but Nigeria does have. I mean, they have a lot of English speaking people over there. But India is number one right now. But they
Well,
are one of the
it doesn't
highest though.
seem that way. It doesn't seem that way when you get those telemarketer people or like the self-help people that you get, and they're all across seas and they're from like India and stuff. It doesn't sound like they know how to speak English.
he said pipped.
It's
He,
a language. I mean, they use English a lot over there, so it's just the accent, but they know English well.
he said pipped because you lost pocket 7 to pocket 8's pipped. Huh. Okay. Hey, listen.
Pocket.
Drush told me yesterday that the network announced they're going to start paying out people that they've been delinquent in paying starting in January because they moved the guy over to customer service. And he also told me that the password protected games are going to come. So I'll set up some password protection games and we'll be able to jump into
Yeah,
them.
that's cool. They're getting all that sorted out, and
Finally,
people
yeah.
that been complaining about their payouts are gonna now see that it was a process. They're just going through management changes, and things will get
I
better.
guess I gotta win some money to get paid out.
Yeah, you got to make some money right here.
You got a minimum payout of
See,
$1,000.
with Poker Stars
I
coming into the
think
new
Folklore
year,
just spoiled people. I mean, everybody was spoiled
yeah,
that getting paid so quickly, like
I
and
gotta
not
say,
any. All the other sites
Plus
take
is
forever. I mean, they take
I had
forever.
pocket kings at last hand, Ronster.
Yeah,
Bovada
good hand. That's the
takes
first.
like
You got kings and
Hey,
no action.
don't talk over each other, please. Just one at a time.
You got kings and no action, huh?
No action. Allbark says ace 6 has ace 5 out pipped by 1. That's so that's somebody's terminology. The pipped by, the 8s were better than the 7s. They were out
Okay, I
pipped.
get that now.
So that's just a terminology somebody else has used. I'm not familiar with it, but that's pretty cool that they share that.
Yeah.
I need to hear from some of those folks that are in the chat today. If you haven't said anything or typed anything in, would you let us know what you think about the open mic concept? And are you enjoying what you're watching? Appreciate any kind of feedback in the Twitch. Those of you that are on Skype with me don't have to respond, but those of you that are in the chat, I really would appreciate it, because if you want me to do more of these or more of something else, I need to hear from you, because I do try to respond. Decryptney is opened with his pocket 4s here, and I can't call.
Pocket four, so I hit my set. So
Yeah, just
I
that.
should
You're
net
in
it
good
out,
shape
right?
now, man. You're in good shape. I always like to hear somebody's denial, because I can tell in their voice how far off I am with what I put them on. Hear him now. He went to a little low.
You're like, I like to hear what they have to say. Kite Surfer's in the call, right?
Kite
Yes.
Surfer's in
No
the
idea
call,
where I'm at
and he's
here,
thinking
so-
you got ace queen here or something. I don't know what he's thinking.
He's in the call, right? So I
Yes.
can tell him now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's I have pocket tens.
pocket 10s. See?
I put down a pocket pair. I just didn't know what.
I think Full Flush says they do take Bitcoin now, don't they?
Yeah, they take with deposits with Bitcoin now.
Right. But if you'll go to, I can't give him the link. If you'll go to Heartbeat Poker, heartbeatpoker.net and download Full Flush and
once against aces
use
and I hold.
Twitch 10 for
Well, I
promo
said tens.
code. Oh, sorry, Ron. So let me give you a call here. I'm busy typing. Promo code get
Imagine that. I'll just give you a call.
Yeah, that's Rob. You got that right.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, sorry, Ron, so I'll just give you a call.
Actually, with a pair of kings or queens,
Yeah.
Okay, back to the action. I'm sorry, I was typing in the chat and I missed it. Ronster, you missed. You missed. You missed. You got King Jack or King 10 here. If you're folding, tell us.
Yeah, I'm gonna fold because you called it right on the nose.
What do you have?
It's
What'd you have?
I had
scary
king,
when you do that.
king 10.
King 10, huh? Lucky guess.
Would you have
Tony,
queens?
you're
Get scary because
gonna-
he puts you on the hand, but don't get scared. Fight back.
What, Rob?
You don't.
Would you have queens?
I showed it, King Queen.
No, it didn't show up.
Yeah, I showed it. Did anybody else see it?
No,
Oh, King Queen.
I believe you.
King Queen of clubs.
The moment he says to me that I didn't hit it and I got a king 10, that's the moment I know I lost. Either I lost because he had better cards or I lost psychologically. It didn't make any difference which one it was.
Hey, Ronster, you should fold right now.
No.
Oh, I'm not in the hand, so I just wanted
Not
to
in
see
the
it.
hand,
I
yeah.
wanted to see if it worked when I wasn't in the hand.
I'm gonna win the
Trying to save it there, huh?
Well, I'm not getting any comments in the chat, so apparently open mic is not a favorite of anybody there, or that's okay.
No, I just got a really big hand in the final stages of this tournament. I had pocket tens with 2,200 with 3,000, 1,500, 3,000 blind. I ended up pushing 2 away from the big blinds, and I got called by pocket aces. I flopped my 10. Got really, really lucky there. I was only with 1,500 chips if I would have lost that hand. It was not looking pretty. But this is a stage of the game where basically blinds are getting so high that it's either shove. You can't raise. You have to either shove or fold. And
Nice bet. I like it.
Ace 10.
Mhm.
I put him on Ace Jack. What did you have, Kite?
Fives.
Fives, okay.
I put him on Ace Jack too.
You're both wrong.
We were both wrong.
Look at this.
But yeah, if you would have hit your set there, and he would have had top pair like that, it would have been harder. Unless he puts you on a top.
Ronson, throw your 9, 10 spades away. There, you hit your 10, Ron.
Well, I'm gonna fold my ace king of spades, Al.
Really? Ooh.
I can't proceed with that. Really. Of course, really. You were in bad shape if I would have hit, but I didn't hit, so that's the end of it.
Do you think I would have continued if I hit?
You mean if I hit, or is that what you're saying?
No. If you would have stayed, you think I would have continued betting?
Oh, yeah. I mean, no.
If I saw an ace king out there, I mean.
Sure.
No, I would have never. You saw my jacks, right?
I did.
Okay.
You would have continued, hoping I didn't hit my ace king or something like that. I wasn't going to start drawing for the ace king. I mean, it could come, but it's going to cost me a lot of money, and the percentages aren't right for it.
Okay. I think Open Seat is saying I want to open mic. You mean you want in on open mic, or you like open mic? Because anybody can come in open mic. They just have to add me as a.
Oh, look at this. I'm left of jacks. How lovely is that?
I will say
Oh,
this
look
is the
who's-
biggest call.
Look who's
Sorry.
here. Jack's 14. I gotta find out because he knows me. And
He followed me around last night, and he took me for about like $25, but then I won 50 or 60 off of him later on at the Omaha tables. We were in a tournament together, and we went final 3 together also. he gets around. Not gonna lie.
Is anybody in here, Jax?
No, I've
No.
played against him, but I don't know.
The high.
He's a regular. He's a very big donk though. He's a pretty big donkey.
He plays
when
a
it
lot
comes
of
to-
stakes games. Sometimes he does some good things. Not all the
Yeah,
time. No.
he pulls some stuff out of his butt sometimes also with some crappy stuff.
That's part of poker, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like I keep telling it, everybody gets all mad because they have the best hand in the start, but it's not what you start with; it's what you end with.
You know what the
That
best
that
about poker is how you adjust
I end with nothing.
the table when you've done something.
I'm on break right now, my tourney, so I'm gonna mute you guys for a second.
Well, that's okay because I only got about 4 or 5 more minutes left on this. I've been on here for longer than I
Few hours.
anticipated. Yeah, and I got somebody coming over help me move a
Move the
TV
TV,
and
buddy.
install a TV.
No problem. Well, it was nice chatting with you, and I'll let you go, and I'll probably hit you up the next time you guys do open mic.
Okay, take care, man.
All right. Yep, you too.
I'm gonna go once around the table, guys.
Okay.
See, here's this problem with this. If I call, I'm pricing you in. All right, let's do it.
That'd been the best choice you made all day, Monster.
There. So last night when we were heads up in the tavern, I had an ace-jack suited with black spades, and I got it all in and knocked up against an ace-king, and that was all over. Blinds are very good.
I don't know what Opeka is talking about.
Did Jack answer you?
He said he laughed. No, Jax played like he didn't know diddly squat.
Sure.
I was just bluffing back.
Oh, I had you crushed.
Sure,
Queen high.
I'm sure you did.
I had queen high. Had queen 6. I did want to like call and then check raise or bluff the river, but I'm so tired right now.
So Al, I think that Sunday,
Mhm.
going to the Sands, there is a
Oh wow.
guaranteed 20,000 to $200 buy-in, which I'm thinking of playing. I would love to play here on the big tournament, Sunday night at 5 o'clock. I just don't know if they're going to get enough people. And so I don't want to stay home and then all of a sudden they're shorthanded and it doesn't go off.
They got one down here. If you were down here, you'd play for sure. It's $65. They'll get 100 players, and you get 15,000 chips to start. You'll get an extra 5,000 chips if you pay the extra $5 for a deal a tip,
Yes,
and 20-minute blinds, and let's see what else was going to. And it's a re-entry tournament. No, not a rebuy. It's a re-entry, so people can re-enter. And these people re-enter even when the blinds, and they have less than 10 big blinds. They're still re-entering. Crazy.
I saw that on, I go on the site and I check out here and there what's going down. So I did see that one.
That's at Hollywood Poker Perryville. That's right near my house.
I have a king 9 of hearts here.
He can't hear you,
He
right?
bet the $1.50 and I don't want to give him another spade, but I don't want to scare him away either. Just going because he calls a lot, so I'm just going to raise. Excuse me. I know him. All right. So we got kings over fives. He's jack five, and I know he's going to probably end up calling this. So I'm going to bet 3/4 because that's just the kind of guy he is.
I'll tell you after this thing's over what I think he has.
I thought perhaps he had a 6. But
Yeah, that's right. He plays middle and bottom pair. That's why I was fearful of you. I don't know if Jerry thought the same thing. If he bets out like that and then the board pairs with a bottom pair or middle pair, you got to watch out for yourself.
yeah.
He could have been on a draw, but yeah, you just
The thing
you
about
don't want to get yourself in spots that you're not gonna profit against them there, unless you're gonna use that information against him later on.
Yep. I mean, the thing about Jax is he's gonna, you know, first one in, $75. He'll do that a lot. Once in a while, he's gonna have a good hand, but so you're just gonna have to try to figure it out.
All right, last hand I say always got to play, so I got to play it, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not gonna raise because I want you to play.
You have. I thought you said you had to raise.
No, I'm not gonna raise because I wanted you to play.
Oh, I'm playing.
That's okay. I got you before anyway.
That's right. You got me earlier.
What was nice about that?
I want Jax's money though.
Yeah. What was nice about that was that the ace came out. I used it as a scare card for a change. It worked for me.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate everything. You're welcome to stay on the Skype. I'm going to end the chat, but if you guys want to stay up on the Skype and talk, I don't. Just you and Jerry, I'll leave it up for you guys. I'm going to go to the other room anyhow.
Okay.
Up to you, but I'm going to end the stream. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you the next time. Al Spath, Poker Insider, signing out, and let's see you at the tables.